it's Mrs. P. I am here to do my final check-in. This is for the last week of October. Plus, I'm going to look at my whole monthly overview and kind of check in there. I worked on the numbers last night so that I could make sure everything was right. But I wanted to go ahead and do this. Today is Halloween. My daughter is getting ready for going out tonight. She is 14, but in our town, everybody still goes out dressed up. She won't necessarily trick or treat, but they get together with their friends and walk up and down the neighborhood that we always go to. So she's excited about that. Her and her little boyfriend are going to be Forrest Gump and Jenny. So it should be super cute. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started so I can get this video filmed and finished. So this is our last week of October. Rollover, we were expecting around 900 and it was 899.93. Very close to 900. All right, Mr. P, I said 1,000 and it was actually 1139.15 and no extra income. So our total income for this last week was $2,039.08. All right, so then we go down to our bills and expenses. So Apple storage came out. That was $9.99. The dog is at the door barking. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. She had to come in, get her bone, and get settled. Okay, so then YouTube Premium came in at $24.60. Mr. P Hobby came in at $48.51. One bill I thought that I had canceled. I don't know what happened. It was a shock when I saw it come through. So I have double checked and I did get an email confirmation that it is officially canceled. But with Peacock, I had decided to cancel it. I did not budget for it. So $213 came out for Peacock that I was not expecting. It's not a lot, but it was still I hated that it was there. All right, so our bills and expenses was $85.23, and that leaves us with $1,953.85. Okay, so then I go down to my sinking funds and savings challenges. Those stayed the same. So $405 came out, and that left us with $1,548.85. Okay, so then I'm going to move up to this section. This is our variable expenses. I'm going to go ahead and move that total over here so I have it in front of me. $1,548.85. All right, so everything at the beginning, groceries, pets, household, Mr. P, Mrs. P, and Miss P, those were all good. This is where things kind of went downhill. Eating out. My husband and his father went out to dinner one night. My daughter and I had to go dress shopping. You'll see that expense also. They have... They're having a formal. It's kind of like a fundraiser that a high school senior is putting on. And so she needed a dress. So me and her went dress shopping. So while we were dress shopping, my husband decided to take his dad out to dinner. So they ate out. Me and my daughter also ate out, but I used my blow money for that. So that was $50.77. All right, gas, because we did have to travel to go find her dress. I went over by $19 on gas. So that's another expense. Miscellaneous was the same. And unbudgeted, the dog's getting settled. Unbudgeted, the dress. So the dress came to $119.91. And I'm going to go ahead and say this is not one dress, but two dresses. She found two dresses at David's Bridal. They were both on clearance. She had a hard time making up her mind, but there's a winter formal and this fundraising formal that she will be going to. So I thought while we're there, while she found actually 2 dresses that she liked and they were on clearance, we went ahead and bought both. So this is a lot, but it's for 2 dresses. And I have a clothing sinking fund, but it had like $10 in it. So it wasn't enough. So I just took it out of the unbudgeted. So this section totaled $549.68. All right, so that leaves us with $999.17, which is not good because it's not going to help us with our snowball. Not a lot. So $999.17. John Deere was $403.15. Student loan was $497.82. And that left us with just $98 to add to the sinking fund. No, to the snowball, which I wasn't expecting a whole lot. And this was kind of where I decided to make the change and start applying money toward this snowball throughout the month, because that's where these extra expenditures come in, because the money's there. And if the money's not there, we're going to figure out another way to do it. Hopefully not credit cards. But, like, this wasn't an emergency. It was just, you know, a dance. But, you know, you can't, I don't know. I'm not the mom that's going to say, I'm sorry, no, we're not getting the dress. We have the money. We're going to do it. So, it just means we have less to go toward debt. All right, so this section adds up to be, oh, I don't even know. Or not adds up to, well, yeah, let's see here. I didn't do this in my draft. Woo! 403.15, 497.82, and 98. It's 998.97. And if I take that from the remaining, it leaves us with 20 cents remaining, which is as close to a zero-based budget as I usually get. So that's what we got left before we go into the new month. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to do our monthly closeout just to see like where we spent in some of the categories. Actually, first I'm going to go over here and do this, because this is where, like, I know I'm curious on what other people spend in, like, groceries, pets, household, things like that, because I like to compare myself, you know, to other people. Like, am I spending way more than most people? Am I spending less? That sort of thing. So this is where you can see what we spend, and you can compare yourself to me. All right, so for groceries, I did get groceries one time. I don't have another line, so I'm just going to squeeze it in here. And that was on the 26th, and I got it at Walmart for $139. All right, so let's add up how much we spent in total toward groceries. Now, everything that was left over in groceries went into our Sam's envelope, so it will go to groceries eventually. So we've got $45, $64, $25, $199. Nope, that was $1,099. All right, so let me start over. All right, $700. No, that's still wrong. $7,000. What am I doing wrong? All right, let me try one more time. All right, $665. And I do know that I had budgeted $750. No, $600. Yeah, $750. So we were able to contribute $85 to the Sam's Fund this week, or this month. All right, pets. I did not spend anything else on pets. So we spent $68 on pets, which is $12 under budget. Okay. Household, I didn't spend anything else on household. So let's see here. We spent $37 on household. Not bad. Eating out. Okay, so we did add to eating out, and that was on, oh, what day was that? I didn't even write the date down. Is that on the 24th? Maybe it was the 24th. All right, so that was for barbecue, and that was $50.77. And this is like one of the only categories I actually put the change in. All right, $16.46, $123, $52, $108, $14, and $50.77. Woo! $298.89 on eating out. Oops, sorry. Yeah, that is a lot. If I divide that, just because we had, was it five weeks? Yeah, we had 5 weeks this week, or this month. That's about $60 a week. Now, is that unrealistic with most people spending on eating out? I don't know. 2 of these were very expensive meals, but everything is pretty pricey. So this meal right here with Texas Roadhouse, that was for 4 people, and Brio's was for 3. And Brio's, actually, we had a few drinks, you know, like adult beverages there. So, all right, gas. We also spent twice on gas. So we spent on 1024 at, I'm not even sure if this one was Walmart, for $46. And I'm pretty sure that the 1026 was Circle K. Or I might have that backwards, but I know that Circle K was one of them. But that really doesn't matter. All right, so let me add this up and see how much we spent on gas. $335. And if I divide that by 5 weeks, that's about $67 a week. And I decided for this month, for November, I'm going to budget $70 a week just so that we don't go over. Because, you know, it's you can set your budget at whatever amount you want to, but if you're not realistic about your spending, then it really defeats the purpose of even having a budget and planning a budget. All right, so we had one more unbudgeted expense, and that was at David's Bridal. And that was for $119.91. All right, so for unbudgeted, we spent $173.39, which is not bad. I'm not too unhappy with that. I think that now that my daughter's in high school and there are more dances, the only dance she had last year was the 8th grade prom. So I need to start a sinking fund for that sort of thing. So that's something I need, looking forward to spend or save for. And this was just something that my husband bought for my parents. So, and that is our check-in for the week. Now I'm going to go back here, and I've already filled in some numbers for our monthly overview, because this would have taken a long time. I did mean to get my highlighter. Hold on, let me see. Because I wanted to indicate anything that came in over budget. So, like this one was over budget. Power actually came in under budget because I budgeted high because I wasn't sure. Netflix, I forgot to budget for it. Peacock, I did budget in the monthly overview, so that was already there. So everything else, just two of them, one I forgot, and one just came in a little bit over, so not too bad. So our total bills was $2713.48. All right, so let's go up here to our income. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more. All right, so for income total, I had budgeted that I thought my husband would make around $5,000. Even with some low amounts and high amounts and all that, it averaged out to be just over $5,000. It was $5,090.66. And then my income came in at $32.77.27. I did not get any YouTube money. If you remember it's September? September, yes. That I had the accident with my fingers. There was a lot of factors, so I didn't make enough for YouTube to pay me anything out, so nothing for that. We had budgeted $475, and it actually came in at $555. So our total income was $89.22 and 93 cents. All right. So then down here, our sinking funds and savings challenges. It was just under what I had budgeted. For whatever reason, I didn't take quite as much out for sinking funds. I can't remember which one it was that I got less out of, but it came in at $22.06. All right, and I've already filled in all the numbers for my variable expenses. Everything was the same. Eating out was much higher. Budgeted $100. We spent almost $200 extra dollars. Gas, we were over $19, and unbudgeted, we were over right there also. All right, so the total variable expense, I didn't add that up. Yes, I did. I'm sorry. All right, our variable total was $2,301.28. All right, so then I go down to my bills or debt. Everything was exactly the same except for Snowball, and that was way under. I had hoped to put $417 towards the Snowball, but I was only able to put $148 toward it, plus the $20 payment that I made. So our debt total was $1,797. So then I'm going to come down here and do the actual numbers. So our actual income was $89.22.98. Our actual bill total was $27.13.48. Our actual variable total was $23.01.28. Savings was $22.06. And debt was $17.01.97. All right, so if I add all of this up, it comes to $8,922.73, which is a difference of 20 cents. And this is the first time it came out to be exactly what I had in my final check-in. So I did the numbers correctly this time, which is good. So was this our best month? No. We had good income, but we had expenses. We ate out a little bit too much. We shopped a little bit too much. So that's where we need to, focus and get things a little bit tighter with the budget. I did budget a little bit more for eating out. I feel like it's unrealistic to not eat out at all, ever. Especially when, we have a big family, and that's how we celebrate birthdays, is going out. And, every now and then, it's just nice to have that time. And, I don't want to fault my husband for taking his dad out. They both love barbecue. And, his dad is 84 years old. And he won't be here forever. So that time is special for them. So I'm okay with it. So anyway, all in all, that is our budget, our closeout for the month. I will do my debt update probably Saturday. I want to try to have it ready for Saturday. If not, it'll be Sunday. But anyway, this is all that I have for today. I'm doing pretty good on time. I've got about an hour before we need to leave. And here's the candle. Just waiting for it to fizzle out. Nick is really buried in there. You can just see the shadow of him. All All right, friends. You guys have a wonderful Halloween, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.